Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today we're going to talk about the final boss of this Doom Tower rotation number 2, which is the Eternal Dragon. I know this boss can be a little bit of a pain in the backside when we're talking about, how to beat it, what are the tactics, and, what's the main thing that gives us problems with this boss. And normally the biggest problem with this boss is his A2, the soul burst that attacks all enemy and puts all the skills on cooldown. So he's kind of like a warlord but on the enemy team that attacks us. And from all of the testing that I've seen, there's different tactics that can be used for this. I previously made a video about, basics of how you can beat this boss. I'm gonna pin that video either over there or over here. And basically in that one I explained the importance of having a decreased attack and decreased accuracy to try and, resist that boss. Otherwise it's a little bit more difficult because of the way he does his skills. He hits one of the ads, resets his own skills, he hits the other ads and heals himself. If we do not kill one of the Guardian side ads, and he cannot revive 2 of them, he puts a rage buff on himself that makes him attack, his attacks be a lot stronger, so he can be quite a pain in the backside. However, one of the things that I found out, and I wanted to test actually for quite a while, because I got Geomancer recently, and I told you when I got my Geo, I said I'm gonna test and show how many things Geomancer can actually do in this game. And one of the tactics that I'm using here is the resist tactic, and the damage coming basically only from Geomancer. So the whole idea behind this team is like this. Geomancer does his A3, which is, the HP burn and the weaken, then he does the reflex whenever there's AoE hits on the boss. Same principle as we used on the clan boss, on the Hydra, or the Nether Spider, which I showed as well using him. Then we have Tatura, which goes first in the rotation for the sake of his A1. This is the most important thing about Tatura. He has a 100% chance to place a decreased accuracy. So if you do not have a Tatura, which used to be a fusion, there's other options. I think there's Leech that does it on 100% chance. There's a Psylar, so just bring somebody that does decreased accuracy as close to 100% as possible and bring him in the team to, to put that decreased accuracy on that boss and make sure that that champion is, same as I have here, 254, the fastest. You need that champion to be over 250. So that's where my Tatura comes in, because like after he's booked, it's a 100% chance to land it on the A1, which is amazing. Then we have, honestly, Brogni I brought in for the sake of the resist in Doom Towers, like for his resist lead, because if we put a decreased accuracy on the boss and we bring some accuracy on ourselves, around 200 to 250 accuracy without the 60 lead is plenty. Like I have, let me see, on my Geomancer I didn't even put 186. It's still decent enough. You can get maybe better on GN and you get your skills put on cooldown, but you can just restart it because it actually was quite a pretty fast round. So it's not like you have to stay here for 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. It just works pretty easily. As long as you have the right buffs and debuffs in there, you're good to go. So like I said, Geo's Brogni is there for the lead, and obviously for the sake of his shield. If you don't have Brogni, you can bring anybody else. You just want to have somebody with a resist lead. For example, you can bring Rector Drath. If you have a Rector Drath, just put Rector Drath in that team. He has what, 55 resist in Doom Tower. He's still gonna be useful. He also brings the decreased attack on the A1, which helps us a lot because you want to land the decreased attack on the boss. He also brings a revive and a heal and a perfect veil, so he would be amazing. I do not have him built. I already recorded it with Geo, so maybe I should have just tried and used Rector Draft, but I didn't want to use too much silver to regear everybody because I've been doing lots of testing with other stuff and I'm short on silver. However, like I said, if you don't have Geo, just bring Rector Draft in there and you're good to go. Maybe, even put the new set, the new bolster set, put the new bolster set on Rector, just hitting the right accuracy and resist that you need for the sake of this boss. And then, like for example, because I don't have Rector, I brought in Stag Knight. Stag Knight I just brought in for the sake of the decreased attack. That's all I care about. He has decreased attack and decreased defense, good enough, like nothing else. I don't care about his decreased speed, don't care about his increased accuracy, I only care about his decreased attack. That's why I just randomly selected him, put him in there and just brought him to work. And God Seeker Oniri is basically here for the little bit of heals and for the revive. So basically, if I had Director here, I would not necessarily need the Godseeker Needy. I could even bring in a Seal of the Drakes, for example. So the whole idea around this team is Geomancer for the damage, everybody else to support. That's all. Let me show you while I'm talking, let me show you how this run actually goes. So, you know, I pre-recorded this. I don't want to waste too many silver keys on this one, because it's like this is the rotation where I always want to farm the Griffin. So, you know, trying to be as unwasteful as I possibly can be. So when it comes to the wave, obviously I just kill it pretty fast. And then when it comes to the second wave, I try to do quite a lot of A1s. We do a lot of A1s because I want to have all of my skills ready when I get at the boss spot. So let me just skip through this one, because just A1s, 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 A1s. And then you're gonna see, once we get to the boss spot, okay, so once we get to the boss spot, this is what happens. I do A1 with Tatura, land the decreased accuracy, watch this. See all that green there? Resisted, 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 resisted. We basically resisted all of the lockouts. And what's good about that is the boss does not get a lot of turn meter, because after he uses this skill, he gets 5% turn meter. 5% turn meter for each turn of cooldown you have on all of your skills. So by arriving at the boss with all of your skills fresh, ready to use, with none of them on cooldown, and using with the A1 with Tatura, basically the boss is not getting any turn meter after he does the lockout if you resist everything. Resisted everything, no turn meter boost happened, and I can do my skills. Decrease attack, decrease defense. I put the shields on with with Brogni. I do the HP burn with Geomancer on the boss. I extend them with Godseeker, and then now I just put the increased defense. And what I'm gonna be doing now is, like, I'm mostly gonna ignore the boss. I'm just gonna be targeting one of the guardians on the side to try and kill one of them, because like I said, the first thing that the boss will eat is always the mage. So because he's gonna eat the mage, I barely have any damage in this team myself to eat the to kill the mage. So I'm slowly targeting one of the guardians, because eventually we're gonna kill it, because we get the extra turn to do that. Like, after it hits the mage, it still requires quite a few turns, like 3 or 4 turns, I don't remember the exact cooldown, till it comes back to eating another one. And by that time I want one of the healers to be dead, so when he does this reset, the revive of the ads, we want to make sure that that one's dead. But look at the damage already there. Like, we didn't even hit the boss, we just started hitting the boss now. And because we had that HP burn from Geomancer on the boss, we did a lot of damage. We got Geomancer in my case now. I got Geomancer lock, but still, it's fine. We still continue. We still just did the heals, did the A1s, and waited till we came back to Geomancer's A3. And as soon as we have that again, boom, I have it again, because my Geo's built in my reflex gear that is for Hydra. Look at this again. 4 of the 5 people all resisted again. Godseeker did not. Godseeker gets some turns, like, she gets lots of extra turn. I mean, to be fair, this was a little bit, I guess, of good RNG on my side for Godseeker and stuff, but it does not really matter. You saw we were nowhere near close to dying. Like, we were tanky enough, everybody was built tanky, I just had to survive. Look at those hits. The boss is just killing himself. We're nowhere near close to dying. I just need to survive. I just need to have Geomancer always alive, have that HP burn, and the boss plus the side ads are gonna kill themselves. And look at this, 3 minutes and 3 seconds of manualing. As you saw, it's manual. It's like, you know, I didn't put any preset. It might even work if I would do it might even work on auto, but honestly, I'm not gonna show a way to do this on auto, because I'm not recommending anybody to farm this boss on this rotation. It's not worth it. This boss is not worth it. It's not that good. It's just a lifesteal, an improved lifesteal that you can get from the materials that you get from this boss, which I do not recommend. If you want some lifesteal, go to the dragon, and then by the time you get to beat Doom Tower on hard at this boss, trust me, you don't need lifesteal anymore. You should not need lifesteal anymore. You should have regen and other sets. But let me show you the build show so you have a slight idea of how I build them. And like I said, I already told you at the beginning the replacement. So Tatura is just like random sets. It's just what? A perception, a speed, and a stone skin. Basically what you want is around 350 accuracy, around 200 to 250 resist, and on Tatura you want to have 251 plus speed, because the boss's speed is 250. We don't run a speed lead, and that's why I need that speed. If you cannot hit this crazy speed, guess what? replace your Godseeker and Eerie, which is my Reviver and Healer, replace with Arbiter. And Arbiter does a turn meter boost at the same time, so you could bring somebody like a Tutura to be at around 210, 220 speed, and that's gonna be good enough. Or whoever your decreased accuracy champion is gonna be. And Mastery is just like, you know, standard clan boss masteries that I put on him a while back when I used him for to showcase the clan boss team. Then Geomancer, the standard masteries for PvE and for Hydro specifically that I use. And then these are his stats. He's in reflex. Like, don't really care. I have the accuracy on him. Maybe I should pump more resist on him, but I did not change anything. I just left him in the build that I have for Hydra. So I did not have to build him specifically for this boss, and it still worked, so I was happy. Like, maybe, you know, the accuracy is a bit overkill. If you want to build him specifically for this, you just need 350 for floor 120. Like I said, reflex plus perception here. Then Stagnite, some perceptions and speeds. Kind of fast. Again, overkill on accuracy and resist. You don't need this much. You need around, like I said, 200, 250 resist and like 350 accuracy. Decent enough speed. I don't care about his damage, and no masteries even on him. I just brought him because I said I want to have one random champion for decreased attack. I didn't want to show all the OP champs because I already had the Tatura using in this team. I already had the Brogni, so I didn't want to be like all the best that I could. I could have brought the Sifi for the lead and gave me increased speed and stuff like that, but I was like, you know what? Let me try and show it as basic as possible. Then when it comes to Under Priest Brogni, I have him in a shield set. Like I had him randomly a while back built for this. He has just the resist, nothing with accuracy, decent speed, and just a lot of HP. That's all. So for example, like I said, if you don't have Brogni, bring a Rector Draft, put the Bolster set on him, and give the same stats. Like give the resist. If you care about the decreased attack from Rector and you want a bit of RNG, then try to give Rector 350 accuracy as well. And mastery is obviously Brogni standard masteries for damage. Then the last one is Godseeker. Godseeker, again, she's in my Hydro build, which I used a while back. She's pretty slow, relentless, with high resist, decent accuracy. That's not gonna really help because you don't care about that. And these are her masteries with War Master. So, you know, everybody else is nothing too crazy. It's nothing too crazy, guys. It's just, you just need support alongside your Geomancer, have the right to resistances, have the decreased accuracy champ in there, and this boss should be easy. It should not be a problem. This was another one of those cases where I show how busted Geomancer actually is, and he's amazing, and I'm so happy that now I have 3 of them. So after I pulled the first one, now I got another 2, and I have 3 Geomancers, and they're insane for Hydra, insane for Doom Tower, insane for everywhere else. But this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful. I hope this is gonna get you to beat this rotation of Doom Tower. Finally, there's still like a few more days left, so maybe this is gonna be the key to helping you to beat the Doom Tower. But yeah, this is gonna be it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.